Now then, family Lambo, welcome back to another video on Jazza TV. Today we're going to talk about being delusional and boxers and fighters and anyone in sports and anyone in business, any sort of success that you're going to aim for in life. You've got to be a little bit nuts. You got to be delusional. You got to get people around you who doubt you, because if the plan anyway, the plan isn't doubted, it's probably not even a good plan. It's probably a plan that anyone can do. So I would aim your sights high and be delusional. So what I'm going on about here is, I can talk from a boxing point of view. Boxers, you like talking about boxers, don't you? You like listening to boxers talk. I find that I'm reading through the comments and I realise you like talking about the insights of boxing, which is what the channel's all about, isn't it? But delusional, you've got to be delusional. Now, do we know when I say to you, I'm going to be world champion, and people say he's not, he's fucking round the bend, or if I say to you, I'm going to be a millionaire, and people say he's fucking off his head. Do we know our goals seem nuts? Now, I can speak for myself, and I aim to be very high. I aim to have it all in life, and I aim it to be sooner than it does come. But I aim very, very high, and I've achieved high, but not high enough. Will I ever achieve enough? Probably not, just the way I am. But anyway, do we know that we are delusional? Do we know that? And to an extent, because it is delusional if you know you can't get there, but it's only delusional to the outside. So for fighters, it's so important not to listen to people who know fuck all about nothing that they're judging you on. You know, don't listen to people who doubt you. Not waste your time. Don't listen to people who don't believe it too. You know, if you're gonna have a boxing team, you gotta have people around you who also believe that you can achieve what you believe you can achieve. Otherwise, why are you in your team? You know what I mean? It's like fucking, I don't know. It's madness, innit? Doesn't match up. You've got to both have a shared, it's called what's called a combined alliance, where two people have the same dream. Bit woohoo there. I'll cut back a little bit on my beliefs here, but yeah, you've got to be nuts in your own mind. Your goals have to be perceived as madness to the common man, because if they're not, they're probably not worth much anyway. But yeah, so for myself, I have had doubts and doubters, and I've had it said to my face. What hurts fighters more is when it's not said to your face, and it's said behind your back of someone who you care about, and then it comes back around and you're there at someone who's actually speaking to you every day, talking to you, supporting you, and then it turns out it's time to believe in you, and it's hard for them, and you have to sometimes be the only one who believes in you. You have to give yourself compliments. Madness, I know. You'd have to give yourself compliments if nobody else is. You'd have to tell yourself you're the world champion, even though you're not on paper at that point. You know what I mean? Now I'm so far gone with it, I won't even accept that I am not, because I know I am. So, and that seems mad. I'm not. I'm aware of how fucking mad it seems, but you've got to be like that. You really have to be like that. And if you're going into sports and you're going to see where it goes, it's called the path of least resistance, isn't it? If you don't carve your own path, which is going to be hard, you'll end up going wherever you're led. Do not be led. Be mad enough to say to yourself, no, I know what I'm worth, I know what I can achieve. That intuition inside you, that's letting you know what you're worth and what you can achieve. Without that little feeling inside, it's hard to get guidance. I wouldn't be guided by other people outside, because oftentimes, it's very, very rare, unless you get a control freak lunatic who can guide you beyond what you imagine you can. I've only seen that a few times within boxing where people are guided to be more successful than they believe they can, and oftentimes it's only a few times that it does happen. You know, you're there, you look back on some people's careers, don't you, and you hear what they say, and they say, I never ever thought I'd be a British champion, never mind world champion. And that to me just blows my mind. Maybe then people had a good team around them who achieved higher than what they did, and the pressures of getting there is what pushed them to be that world champion. But you've got to be self-motivated, and you've got to depend on yourself. You know, it's a very, very dangerous game to listen to people who don't believe in you. Now, if you have got someone around you who's saying you can't aim high, come on, you can be world champion, and you don't quite believe it, you are lucky in a sense, because it could be the other way around. You could be someone who's saying, you know what, I know what I've got inside me, I know what I can achieve. Just given the opportunity, just being in the right place, the right time, the right opportunity comes along, and I'll take it by its balls, and I'll show everyone what I can do, because I know inside what I've got. And then your coach is not too sure about you. That's a dangerous place to be. I would definitely advise against that. Get your team in a position where, and I'm not talking financially here, I'm talking about so invested, if you lose, they lose. When you've got someone who you know they need to win just as much as I, and they need me to win, that's also what's going to push them to believe in you, you know. And sometimes you see them a little bit delusional themselves. That now I can flip that and say, as a coach, being delusional, that can be dangerous, because you see some fighters taking an hiding and the coach is just not even there. He's on another planet. He's just like, no, you can do this, you can do this. And I've also seen that, you know what I mean? It's like, throw the fucking towel, will you? you might have a bet on, but just fucking throw the towel. Nothing's gonna change here, and some fights can be like that. So that, you know, to an extent, take that advice with a pinch of salt, but I just give there because to an extent, you know, because it can be also be dangerous. Goes to also pushy parents, in my opinion. Pushy parents can be like that. My lad's this, my lad's that, and they're so they can't see the reality is my lad doesn't even want to fucking fight, and you're forcing my lad to have a go, and he doesn't even want to fight, and you're so invested in what you think the future's going to be, but your lad's the one who's living it. So that's also something to look out for in that situation. So yeah, for what you believe you can do, always believe, don't let that go, don't ever let go of that. I hope I'm inspiring somebody here who is on the edge of saying, you know what, I'm actually in a position now where it's hard in this sport, or in any sport, or any sort of career. It's hard, it's not going the best right now. I just fucking need that little bit of luck. Just keep pushing, because that little bit of luck just around the corner all the time, you know what I mean? And it often comes when you just give that one more, a little bit more, and dare to be delusional, you know. Have dreams and aspirations that don't make no sense to the people around you, you know what I mean? Have a small circle, because not everyone's going to believe in your dream. And what happens is, ultimately, one day you get the opportunity and people start going, fuck me, he weren't chatting shit to him, he was half knew something I didn't. And you can drop the ball there, like I've just been so close, and then you see the people, they start rallying around you. Oh my god, he was right, he went round the bend. And you get so close and you can drop the ball there, and then you see them people, oh no, he was fucking mad. And that's just what people are like. It's fickle. This sport, any business, it can be fickle. Everyone's in it for their own agenda, and not everybody likes to see you also achieving above them, you know. And that happens a lot in sports. You get the old sly eyes, don't you? Green eyes who want to be the number one, and because they can't, they're better dragging everyone else down. That's just the way it is sometimes. But yeah, the other thing there, what I was about to say, being delusional, yeah, and then one day what'll happen is it'll come and you'll do it, and then people will just turn up from nowhere and say, I always believed in you, lad. I knew you could do it. but that's why it's sometimes not a very, like, nobody wants to lose, nobody wants a setback, but sometimes it's not the worst thing in the world, because when you do get setbacks and when you do lose, that's the perfect time. Let me go there, lad, now. So that's the perfect time to find out who's around you, who believes in you, who's gonna believe in that you can get there, and who's gonna persevere and go through. But yeah, that's ultimately the most important thing, isn't it? So yeah, be delusional, dream big, dare to do what they say that you won't be able to do, and don't fucking stop until you get there. So yeah, thank you for watching. It's just a short one today. Just what am I expressing my feelings? Am I ranting on YouTube here? Is that what's going on here? I don't know what's going on here, but maybe someone needs to hear it. You know, don't give in, keep pushing, and fucking get it. Don't be taking no shit off the non-believers, because they kill more dreams than anyone, and it's it's the graveyard of dreams, isn't it, when you listen to these naysayers? So yeah, keep it positive out there, family ammo. You have a lovely day. Thank you for watching this fucking mad video all over the place here today, but yeah, thank you for watching. Nearly on 2,000 subscribers a year, aren't I, on YouTube, and I don't know what that means. Is that good, is that bad? Who gives a bollocks anyway? But thanks for watching, have a nice day.